Welcome back to Going Beyond the Castle. I am the best host because I show up every week. My name is Ashley. I am joined by my lovely wife, Gabrielle. Say hi, Gabrielle.
Hi, Gabrielle.
That's what I need you to do. Thank you. In case you were wondering where literally anyone is, Lori had some prior commitments. Fred is being a dad with baby Eliana, so I don't know why, but they trusted me to run things on my own tonight. So here we are. And I chose to invite you.
I'm here.
Thank you for coming.
I had no choices.
Tonight we are chatting about resorts. What resort is best for you?
Pop Century.
Are you one of them?
I guess so.
We will chat about value, moderate, deluxe, what resorts we like, what resorts we don't like, what we look for in a resort. Because I feel like resorts are really like our bread and butter.
How so? I would argue that's the opposite. Well, we are a budget family.
Yeah, but like, we have a lot of downtime. Like our last trip in, I was going to say February, your last trip that you took by yourself was in February. Our trip in September, we had 4 days off, I feel like.
We had I think 2 days and then our arrival and departure days.
Yeah. And I feel like we really capitalized on resort time and things that you can do outside of the park.
The pool.
The pool.
That's where we capitalized.
We love the pool. So yeah, we're gonna chat about that. And we look forward to hearing from you guys. First things first is news. There was not a lot of news. There kind of was, but there wasn't. What?
I heard you just didn't want to find the news this week.
I did want to find the news. The only big news for the week was that Soarin' is getting a bit of a makeover for America's 250th birthday.
I thought that was announced a while ago.
It was in the last week. Hold on, I need to find the article now. It was 4 days ago. Soarin' Across America, coming to Epcot for the United States' 250th birthday. It will debut summer of 2026, so I won't see it. Unless you want to make a special trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool, thanks.
I was reading.
Oh. Do you have any thoughts or feelings on Soarin' Across America?
Soarin' is not a hype girl like everyone else feels it is, so I could take it or leave it.
Is there anywhere what icons do we want to see in Soarin' Across America?
America. I don't know. I don't venture outside of Florida.
I would like them to show our house so it'll sell.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I don't think that'll get it to sell though.
They're definitely gonna have Disney World, Disneyland, Holiday World, Santa Claus, Indiana.
They're not gonna put an opposing theme park on there. It's gonna be the mountains in Hawaii and
the Grand Canyon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Mount Rushmore.
It's gonna be the popular things, and I wonder if they're gonna have DC in there. Oof. Is that too political for this podcast?
Maybe the Statue of Liberty will be leaning the Eiffel Tower will be.
Yeah.
That's what I look forward to. Great. So that's news. Like I said, kind of slow news week. Nothing for Beyond the Comments this week either. Life has been crazy. I did get these little Ahsoka things. They weren't
one.
Yeah, one of them is Ahsoka, and I think it's adorable. But here she is. Gabby got a Princess Leia?
No, I got Rey.
Rey, yeah. The kids got Porg and the Mandalorian. Anyways, before we dive in, if this is your first time here, hello, welcome. I typically have 2 other co-hosts. Who knows where they are?
That's not me.
It's not you, but thank you again for joining. If you would like to follow us anywhere else on social media, highly recommend going to our Beacons page. That's beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle. There you can find links to our Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram, Patreon. Go follow us on Patreon. And there's another one. Our website, goingbeyondthecastle.com. We have merch over there. We have Halloween merch as well. So head on over to goingbeyondthecastle.com to find all of your merch for the podcast. Now we're ready. And that's that. Now, let's dive into resorts. If you're new here, yes, there are 3 tiers of resorts. There are
value, moderate, and deluxe.
Value, moderate, and deluxe resorts. Your value are going to be bottom of the barrel, just a place to lay your head at night. Nothing to write home about. In my opinion, as far as theming goes, I think the value resorts have the most like kid-friendly theming.
They're geared towards kids.
Yeah.
It's all kid-friendly.
Well, yeah, but you have like the big recognizable like features.
The value are geared towards families,
yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Moderates are more moderately themed, moderately pricey. I don't know how else to say it. The one thing I don't like about the moderate resorts is there's an interior bus loop in all of them, and I am too impatient for that.
I don't feel like we can get into it when we break down each one. I don't feel like that really affected us that much. Of the moderates that we've stayed at, I don't feel like it was much of a deterrent.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll dive into it when we get into the moderate resorts. And then of course there's your deluxe resorts. They're more pricier, they have better amenities. And if you're not so much wanting to be in the parks and wanting to enjoy a resort, have a relaxing day, the deluxe resorts are definitely where you should stay. Transportation perks for all of the resorts. You've got the Skyliner, you've got bus transportation to every resort. You've got the monorail heading to your Magic Kingdom resorts. You've got boat transportation, and I mean, you can grab a minivan if you wanted to, or you can just park your car there. Room sizes and amenities depends on where you're staying. You know, your value resorts, you have preferred rooms and standard rooms, and some of those value resorts, you also have family suites. Those are going to be your standard queen-size beds, double queen-size beds, and then if you've got a family suite, you get a single king-size bed as well. All of them have the pull-down Murphy beds as well.
What? Doesn't the family suite have the, like, little single bed that, like, comes out from under the TV? Isn't that how it's a fifth?
Those are the moderates have those. And then, once you work your way up, you start getting into nicer rooms and sizes and things like that. For example, your moderate rooms are a little bit bigger. I think they have an option of a king bed. I don't remember ever having a king bed when we've stayed moderate.
We also don't do the, like, preferred rooms.
Just give me what's cheap, but I can also live with.
I feel like the preferred ones might have a king bed option. That's usually, like, resort view or pool view or I don't know, whatever's fancy about that resort or that hotel is the preferred room. And I feel like, yeah, that would be the king option.
Yeah. And then once you get into your deluxe resorts, you get to have more of a suite situation where you can have a single, a double, a triple room suite. You know, you get your presidential suites and everything like that. Have you seen the presidential suite at the Polynesian?
Level does Cinderella Castle fall under?
Entitled.
Is that above deluxe?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, those are the room sizes. Fred is here, and he has called us nerds. We are nerds who know how to talk about resorts. So.
Do it a lot.
We do it a lot. So yeah, those are room sizes for all of the resorts. Now I lost my train of focus there. As far as amenities go, you know, the more you're paying, the more amenities you're gonna get. You know, the deluxe hotels have the nicer pools, have more pool options. The moderate resorts have slides on their pools.
There's more options. I feel like at least the All-Stars have one pool. Or two
or three sometimes.
Yeah. I don't feel like the deluxe have more options. They just have nicer ones.
Nicer options, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Fred. And then your value resorts just have a pool. It's not really anything to write home about. I feel like the moderate pools are where they're at because you get those water slides.
Yeah, you're not getting a water slide till moderate.
Fred says, what do I have to do to stay inside the Epcot ball? Is that above or below the Cinderella Castle Suite? You think it's below? Oof. Hot take. And then, what is your opinion on, like, how the resort sets the tone of the vacation?
I feel like it depends greatly on what your goal is. Like, if we're going with our kids and we're trying to, like, get some park time, then it doesn't really matter. I would be fine with any value. Maybe I don't really need a moderate for them. Like, if we have the kids, we're focusing on not being in the room. But if it's just like us, I would splurge for maybe a moderate to a deluxe.
We've splurged for a moderate a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think, too, with the kids getting bigger, like, we're outgrowing that value room. And we don't want to be in that room as much because there's too many bodies in here.
Yeah, that is an issue.
Oh.
Even, like, I don't know. Maybe if you care about your space more, you would get a bigger room.
Yeah.
But, like, given the amount of souvenirs and, like, last
Toys.
time we brought a cooler and snacks and, like, if you have a stroller, it does get really crowded in those value rooms. So just, I would keep in mind how much stuff you're bringing, how much you plan on bringing home.
Or just leave your kids at home.
That's what, if you are flying and you're, like, limited to suitcases, then it's probably not as big of a deal.
Yeah. And I also think that, breaking news, LSU just fired Brian Kelly, and I think that's wonderful. Brian Kelly used to coach Notre Dame, and he thought he was better by going to LSU, and then they fired him. I just need to get that out there. Daddy Josh will be thrilled. Yeah, like, when we go without the kids, we definitely have more rooms, so we move into those moderate resorts. And that's another thing, too. Like, Gabby and I, we literally move into those resorts, those value rooms. I mean, we unpack the suitcase. We've all got dedicated drawers. We've got a whole snack shelf. The fridge is full. Like, there's not much room to walk around once we've got those beds folded down. There's just enough room for us to get breadsticks and eat them under the TV light.
Yeah, that's another thing with those value. Anything that's like one room is once your kids go to bed, like you're living off your flashlight.
Yeah.
That was not fun.
No, not at all. But I mean, it's what we wanted to do.
Yeah, if it's gonna save you like hundreds to $1,000, you can use your flashlight for the evening.
Yeah, definitely. All right, with that overview in mind, let's jump into our dearly beloved value resorts. Value resorts are All-Star Music, All-Star Sports, All-Star Movies, Pop Century, and Art of Animation. Did I miss one?
No.
I got them all. Gabby and I, and Fred as well, if he's still around, definitely believe in the Pop Century being a value hotel. A moderate hotel at a value price. You
good?
Yeah, I'm good. You're paying a value price, but you're getting access to the Skyliner. I think the rooms are nicer. Pop's just a little nicer to me than the value resorts.
It doesn't have the theming that, like, Art of Animation has, like, the Lion King and Cars, and that theming is really going to hit with some of your kids. And Pop Century is, like, I don't know, a big Rubik's Cube, and, like, your kids might not care as much, but I feel like, I don't know, you'd have to look online. I feel like it's smaller than Art of Animation.
Pop?
Because everyone complains about how far The Little Mermaid is.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, we've stayed at many rooms in Pop, and I've never had an issue getting to the Skyliner or wherever we wanted to go.
That'd be an interesting case study. I wonder if they're the same size and everyone just picks The Little Mermaid to complain about.
I would guess it's how the buildings are laid out, too.
Yeah. Jennifer said, when the kids were little, we spent time in the bathroom after the kids went to bed. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could have done that. Gabrielle, when the kids fell asleep last month, Gabrielle would go to the food court, grab some breadsticks.
Hang out in the food court for 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, hide for 5 to 10 minutes in the food court. I would let her know when the kids were like asleep, and she'd come back with the breadsticks, and we'd eat them by flashlight.
Yeah, we would stand at the dresser right under the TV and eat them.
Yeah, but now that Jennifer says the whole bathroom thing, I'm starting to have second thoughts on
If we like drug the chairs in the bathroom, that would have been smart.
goals for next time.
Next time the kids can just stay up.
Yeah, it's not worth it. We'll
Or
grab
we
them some
get a
breadsticks.
2-bedroom suite.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, out of those, Pop Century's definitely probably our favorite. We've never stayed at Art of Animation. We've stayed at the rest of them. There's nothing wrong with any of them. They're all just fine. You know, like we've said, it's literally just a place to lay your head at night. They have the standard rooms, which are kind of on the outskirts of the resort. They're a little further away from all the amenities and the bus transportation. And then there's your preferred rooms that are either closer to the pool on the ground level or closer to all the amenities, such as buses. I think we stayed both. I don't really care either way. I mean, it's a value resort. You're going to walk.
I feel like that's false. When we stayed at All Star Music, they put us in the very back. The like last building, the last room they could find, that's where they put us. And like that walk definitely was worse than when we stayed at sports this last time in the baseball section. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to walk, but sometimes they say, screw you, you're really gonna walk.
Yeah, that was also the trip. We did not go to any parks, and we were only there for 2 nights. So, like, we just dealt with it. But, yeah, it was kind of brutal.
Yeah, that wasn't great. There are some rooms that, like, not fun. But again, if this is, like, a resort where you're just using the room to sleep, then it doesn't really matter.
Yep, definitely. All the value resorts have just one food court, and that is in the main lobby area. They also
their food court's the same too. Like they serve the same things.
For the most part, I think so. I do think that they're going through like a menu refurb. The Pop Century food court just reopened not too long ago. Have you seen that?
I guess all the All-Star ones.
Yeah.
I think they serve the same thing.
Yeah, and I think Art of Animation follows suit there too because they had that pasta that you like.
I would imagine Pop and Art of Animation because all the All-Stars are like right next door to each other. You can walk. I mean, we did walk between them, and like you can use the pools at each one, and then Pop and Art of Animation are like right across from each other, also within walking distance.
Yeah, and that is something you can do. Like, you know, on our first morning there, I think we were at sports, which is at the very front. We walked through music and over to movies, hung out in movies, and then walked through movies, back through music, and back over to sports. It's just something to do. I mean, they all have playgrounds. They all have cool things to look at. So
the playgrounds are nothing to write home about.
No.
Like, I don't think we don't do the playgrounds a lot, so I'm not certain, but I don't think even up through Deluxe, any of the playgrounds are like super duper. It is just your basic, like, living in a cul-de-sac kind of playground.
That's what, I never thought about that, but yeah.
It's nothing that you're gonna, like, go out of your way to find, but it was good on our first day when we needed to kill some time before our room was ready.
Yeah, definitely. Before our room was ready and before Typhoon Lagoon opened.
Yeah.
Definitely. They all have a bar at the pool, too, at the main pool, if that's your jam as well. And I think they probably serve, like, small appetizers type things there as well. The food's not bad.
Yeah, it's just like a food court.
Yeah, definitely. I will say, those nachos that I had at All-Star Sports, I will talk about those till the day that I die. I don't know where they came from, but they're so good.
They have some things that are good, but I also feel like our bar is very low. We are not foodie people.
No.
So, like, you might think it's trash, and you would probably prefer, like, Grand Floridian food, but yeah, we're not foodies, so it doesn't matter to us. We ate breadsticks every single night of our vacation.
With Alfredo sauce. Yeah. Good memes.
It's pretty good.
Good memes. And then transportation, we kind of hit that as well. There's a bus to every resort. And then if you're staying at Pop Century or Art of Animation, you do have Skyliner access to Hollywood Studios and Epcot.
You can only use the Skyliner to those parks unless it's like storming.
Correct. Or in January when the Skyliner is going to be down.
That too. But then they'll just bus you.
Yeah. Did I tell you about this? We're staying at Pop in January, and I was so excited, and then I forgot that the Skyliner is going to be down the entire time we're there because they're refurbing it.
I would hope they do maintenance at some point.
Yeah. It just happened to be the week we're there. Recreation is the only thing we have left for Valley Resorts. There's a running trail.
I think it goes through all three All-Stars.
It goes through all three All-Stars, and then also it goes around Hourglass Lake, which is the lake between Pop Century and Art of Animation.
That's two separate running trails.
I think it's one. The one running trail around Hourglass Lake, and then there's the one trail through All-Stars.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
one trail is for All-Stars.
Yes.
And then there's a separate trail through Pop and Art of Animation.
And then if you're feeling really adventurous, you can start at the All-Stars, run to Pop. It might involve some interstate. Run around there, and then run back to the All-Stars, and that's a third track.
Is that Disney branded, or is that just you freeballing it?
That's just me making suggestions.
So one that doesn't run?
Yeah.
If you're in the mood for a quick 5K.
Yeah. And then I know at Pop Century they had like Twister at one of the like sections, I think it was the 90s section, they had Twister.
I think they had Twister because of the like Pop Century.
Yeah.
All of them have like chess
Checkers.
Like the big life-size chess boards. And then like they have the playground. They have the like activities that the resorts do.
They have the campfire at every resort.
That's free. We had this argument. The marshmallows are free. The kits are
$7.
And it is not worth $7.
We were going to do it so many times. We had come back and we saw them. We're like, let's go back to the room first.
Yeah. It does, like, it looked good. It smelled good. I love a good s'more. It was just like, the timing was always off. It was like we had just gotten back, or the kids were wet from the pool, or we were just too tired to deal with it.
Yeah, I think it was from like 7 to 8:30 or 6 to 7:30 or some weird time.
It was like 7:30 to 8:30.
Yeah.
If we weren't at a resort or at the parks, that's kind of when we were aiming to put the kids to bed.
Yeah. And then of course there's the pools for recreation as well. You've got the pool activities that they do with all the kids as well. I didn't see any of that happening when we were there in September. Like the lifeguards doing
I remember hearing it once, but like, I guess we never stayed late enough because it was also for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It was summer, so like they had to wait till it was super late to put the thing up.
Yeah.
But like we've seen it before.
Mm-hmm.
Another time we've stayed, they have a movie at night.
Yeah.
And they do like t-shirt tie-dyeing that you have to pay for, and like there's random things around the pool and resort. Yeah.
I will say that we stayed at All-Star Sports in September, and we have a sports-loving kid. So we stayed in baseball, which was right near the football section that just has that giant open area, and we played football probably every day.
When I stayed there in February, there were kids, like actual football team. I think it was a flag football team that was like practicing out there.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we were out there playing football. We'd wake up in the morning. We'd go play some pass. Our kids ran through that area every time we were there. They would get to that first goalpost and they'd look back and we'd be like, yep, go ahead. And they would just take off. So that is also a recreation that's not really talked about, but it is nice to do. Do you have any other thoughts on value resorts?
No.
No.
They are what you're going to get.
Yeah, definitely. Next is moderate resorts, which are
Coronado, Caribbean Beach, Port Orleans, French Quarter, and Riverside.
We have stayed at
Coronado and Caribbean Beach.
We have stayed at Coronado Springs and Caribbean Beach Resort.
Didn't we have Port Orleans on the books or something?
I think when we went with your parents back in 2021 on our engagement trip, we had one of them.
2020.
Yeah, we had one of them, and then they ended up for some reason we ended up staying at Pop instead.
I don't remember if that was the first one. They switched us to Wilderness Lodge cabins, and I said I'm not camping, so I got to switch to Pop.
Touchy subject. Out of those 4, I personally really like Caribbean Beach. That is my vibe. So, like, I enjoyed that. I will say that the hack to staying at Caribbean Beach is asking for a room that's in Aruba. I think that's where we were, in Aruba, because it's the closest to the Riviera.
That one, Caribbean Beach, I will be the person to complain that it is entirely too big. Like, we walked Art of Animation, it didn't feel that big. Caribbean Beach was miserably big.
It's huge. Yeah, we definitely used the Riviera for, like, bus transportation in the mornings.
Everything.
Yeah. Anything we could use the Riviera for, we did. And that's why I wanted to stay where we did in Caribbean Beach.
It did have a cool pool, though. They had a slide at that pool.
And they had 0 entry.
Yeah.
Which was pretty nice.
That was nice. And, like, we went to the pool bar quite a bit. And, like,
Banana Cabana.
We went for our honeymoon. So it was just us. And, like, we could sit by the pool and read and chill. I liked the pool. If we could have got a closer room, I don't think I'd hate it as much. But just knowing how far you could get wasn't great.
Yeah. As far as value resorts go, like we talked about earlier, they do have a little more of the theming geared towards, like, certain cultures, I guess you could say.
Yeah. It's more, like, grown up. You're not going to see, like, a huge Mickey outside your room.
No.
Like, Caribbean Beach was, like, little beach shacks, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there's different, like, Aruba was one of the groupings of buildings, and, like, Jamaica's another. Like, I don't know what all the groups are, but they just kind of look like beach shacks.
Yeah, I really liked it. And then there's Coronado, and it was more, I don't want to incorrectly name it, like Spaniard, I guess.
I think that's the vibe.
Yeah. Definitely the dining had more of a,
it was a lot of Mexican food.
Yeah. Man, those nachos.
It's not so much, as someone who's very, very, very picky, it wasn't like you're only eating Mexican food or chicken tenders. Like, they still had stuff I would eat, but, like, whatever that restaurant in the middle of the lake, like, there was a Mexican, like, restaurant, and they had, like, your nachos.
3 Bridges.
Yeah, there is, like, it's more geared towards Mexican food, but there's other things too.
Definitely. They also have the standard preferred room options. I don't think there's family suites in any of the moderate resorts, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely the preferred rooms are going to be closer to the lobby once again.
I would imagine for Caribbean Beach, you could probably ask for, like, one close to the Skyliner.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we were close to the Skyliner, technically. We were just closer to the Epcot Skyliner over at the Riviera.
Yeah.
That's another thing. Transportation at the moderate resorts. You've got bus transportation and Skyliner transportation. And Port Orleans French Quarter has transportation to Disney Springs via boat. Don't
they both? Riverside and French Quarter?
Yes. And we have utilized that before to go get beignets.
Yes. I think it was later that we were supposed to stay at French Quarter because it was after we had gotten beignets.
I think we were going to do Coronado or French Quarter.
That sounds more accurate.
A couple years ago, yeah. Dining, we can dive into dining a little more. I think we've kind of scratched the surface on it. Caribbean Beach, they have, I think it's called the Midtown Market or something like that, with more of a Caribbean vibe.
Maybe I'm just guessing. Do each of the moderate have, like, a, like, actual restaurant?
They have, like, a secondary option, yes.
So, like, at the value ones, you can only eat at the food court.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, these ones have, like, a restaurant you can, like, make a reservation and eat at.
Yeah. Caribbean Beach, they have Sebastian's Bistro. They have the Centertown Market is what it's called. And then they have another one out in Trinidad. It was closed when we went. I can't remember the name of it. But it was pretty good. I want to check. I want to fact check that. And then at Coronado, you have Go ahead.
Cafe Rick's isn't that where we ate breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good.
I did like that, yeah.
I don't know. We ate breakfast, so I don't know what lunch and dinner is like, but breakfast was pretty good.
Yep, they have Cafe Rick's. They have their the Spyglass Grill. That is the other place
I didn't know that.
Yeah, we stayed there like towards the end of COVID, so it was still closed. But that is where that was. And then at Coronado, they have Cafe Rick's. They have La Hacienda, I think is what it's called. There's another restaurant that was like a little further down from the food court. I can't think of what the name of it was.
I don't recall.
And then they have Three Bridges on the lake, and that place is very good. Have you eaten there? It's pretty good. They do not have like typical theme park fare food though. It's a little more upscale.
Yeah, it felt more upscale when you would walk past it.
Yeah, definitely.
Port Orleans. I don't know what any of their restaurants are. I know one of them you can get at French Quarter. You can get beignets. Those are good. I recommend those.
Yeah, Scat Cats.
Yeah.
They both have their own food courts as well. And Port Orleans French Quarter and Port Orleans Riverside kind of coexist. So in themselves, they are their own two different dining locations, I would say. We aren't real familiar with Port Orleans. We've never stayed there.
I feel like we've only gone as far as to get the beignets.
Yeah.
And like, I remember the pool was pretty cool. And like, the playground is right up there by the pool, I'm fairly certain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's as far as we walked from the boat to Scat Cats.
Mm-hmm. Yep, definitely. I had thought, and now it's gone. There it goes.
Is it about deluxe resorts?
No, but it can be. Did we hit everything? Oh, recreation. We did not hit recreation at the moderate resorts. As far as I know, they have a sangria and art type thing. They have a sangria class, Sangria University.
Where?
At Coronado. Once again,
I feel like recreation really does anything outside of. I feel like it's the same at all of the resorts.
For the most part, yeah. I'm trying to think. They had that there was a scavenger hunt that they had at Coronado when we stayed there, and I would imagine that is kind of a theme too at some of the other moderates. They just have like these random scavenger hunts that you can go on.
I don't recall this.
They had the Find the Goofy at the Value Resorts.
That's the first time I've ever seen that.
Yeah,
I saw it online.
Yeah, they had like a random Goofy, and it said like, tell the cast member you found Goofy, and you'll get something.
The boys did it on the first day, and they got a like button, and she put a sticker on it. And I think there are spots for 4 stickers, but we never followed up any other day, so I don't know if you get something if you fill in the button or something, whatever.
Yep. That's all for the moderates, I'd say. As far as recreation goes, I can't think of any other recreation that is happening. Oh, you know what we forgot about? At the tip top of the Coronado is that restaurant where you can see all the fireworks. If only I could remember the name of it. But it's really good.
I don't know.
I was really hoping it would just come to me, but it's not. I will report back in on that.
Okay. You talk about deluxe, I'll look for it.
Okay, thank you. Last, but certainly most not least, is deluxe resorts and villas. That is going to be, and at first I was like, oh, that's a short list. And then as I started like listing them all out.
Dahlia Lounge?
The Dahlia Lounge. That's it, yes.
There you go.
The deluxe resorts are.
I was going to make you just say them.
The Polynesian, the Contemporary.
You're cheating.
I wasn't looking. The Grand Floridian, the Boardwalk, the Beach Club, the Yacht Club, the Wilderness Lodge. What am I missing?
3 more.
3 more?
Maybe 4. Did you say Riviera?
Riviera.
I ate at this one on my trip.
Oh, Old Key West.
The one that I kicked us out of.
The one that you kicked us out of.
The cabins.
Oh, the cabin. Yeah, that's new. The cabins were moderate. As I was making this list, I was like, oh, those used to be moderate. but they redid them, and now they're deluxe because they were redone.
Well, they're deluxe now.
They're deluxe. The Grand Floridian.
Nope.
No?
You stayed at this one.
The Beach Club.
And?
The Yacht Club.
Sarasota.
Saratoga Springs.
You put Sarasota Springs.
Saratoga Springs Resort. Yes, out of these, I don't think you've stayed at any deluxe because you're a peasant. But I've stayed at Beach Club, Saratoga Springs, and I think that's it. Right? Yeah. I want to stay at Wilderness Lodge, and I want to stay at the Polynesian.
What about Animal Kingdom?
And Animal Kingdom Lodge, yeah, we did not put that one on there.
You did not put that one on there.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, you know what? It's probably on this little sheet, and we just weren't paying attention to it. Yeah, definitely. As far as rooms go, you have your choice of Park, Lagoon, or Savannah views when it's Animal Kingdom Lodge. You also get the preferred standard rooms. There are villas in all the deluxe resorts.
You can go club level.
You can go club level in your moderate resorts too.
Nah, I don't.
Coronado. And then I was trying to find. Yeah, most of them have like 1 to 2 bedroom options as well as like the big, huge suites as well. Also at Saratoga Springs, they have the treehouse villas, which are really cool.
I don't think I've ever gone that far.
Yeah. Transportation, you've got
most of them are just bus.
Yeah.
Unless it's on the monorail loop.
And then you've got boat transportation to the Wilderness Lodge. You've got boat transportation to Fort Wilderness. You can take a boat to Beach Yacht Club, the Boardwalk to Epcot, and Hollywood Studios. And
take a boat to the Polynesian and the Grand Floridian.
Yeah. And then you can take a boat from Disney Springs to Saratoga Springs as well.
You can see Saratoga Springs from Disney Springs.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there not a way to just walk over there?
Yeah, you can.
That's nice.
I've never done it, but you can, yes.
It feels like it'd be pretty quick.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's past Earl of Sandwich and all that kind of stuff.
If you say so.
Yep. Dining. Whew, dining is a pretty heavy topic when it comes to deluxe resorts. Just looking at the list we have, the Polynesian has 2 excellent restaurants. They have Kona Cafe, they have Ohana, and then they've just added their new tower, and they have a new bar there that also has excellent food. The Contemporary, you've got Chef Mickey's, you've got California Grill, the Grand Floridian, you've got Park Fair.
Are we going through every restaurant for all of these?
I was just trying to think off the top of my head. Wilderness Lodge, you've got Whispering Canyon.
So that's a yes, you are.
No, I'm just spot checking it now.
I think it's just blanket. You can say they all have their own, much like the moderate. They have their, market food court, and they have at least one, if not more, sit-down restaurants.
Yeah. Most of them you do have to have a reservation for.
A handful of them are character dining as well, like Chef Mickey's. I know Polynesian has Ohana. We don't have to get into every one of them.
I was so excited. Topolino's Terrace. You have the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review at Fort Wilderness.
That's its own thing.
Yeah. That is its own attraction in itself.
These are going to be better quality food. I'd say the food court is still pretty much baseline, but obviously your sit down restaurants are going to be a bit better quality and harder to get.
Yeah. I would argue that their food courts have better food. Contempo Cafe has those flatbreads that are pretty good.
I think the flatbreads for you are what that pasta was for me. It was just a flatbread. You just really hyped it up.
Yeah. The Polynesian, they have the nachos. I can't think of the name of them. I didn't like them that much.
They do have, more... I don't know. I guess some of them are, better. I don't know what other word.
Yeah.
They have a more of a variety, I guess.
Yeah. And you have, I was gonna say Yacht and Beach Club has Beaches and Cream.
Yeah.
And that is I feel like when we've gone with the kids, we've tried to make that something of a tradition.
We've only gone twice.
Or I'm turning it into a tradition.
You're turning it into a tradition.
Yeah, that we can take the kids to get ice cream, because we always take cute little pictures of them with their little ice creams as well. What dining is your favorite? The deluxe resorts. Which one is it gonna be?
When I went in February, I went to Olivia's Cafe at Old Key West, and that was really good.
Yeah.
I would have done that again had you let me.
I think we should next time, yeah.
I went for, it was either lunch or dinner. And like, it was real good.
Yeah.
I got chicken and mashed potatoes, as one does.
That's like your creme de la creme.
Yeah.
That is what you love.
And they had it was some like mediocre bread, but it was still free bread.
I feel like Katie went there not too long ago, and she said it was good too.
Yeah. It wasn't hard to get a reservation either. When I went, like, nobody was there.
Nice.
But that's also like not a character dining one.
Yeah. I think my favorite out of all of those would be...
Going back, is it Ohana I think we did Ohana last time we went with the boys for breakfast, and your mom and brother.
Oh, yeah.
That was really good. I also if we're doing like a expensive meal for like with our kids, it's going to be an all you can eat.
A family style, baby.
Yeah, because like they're kids. I'm not going to pay for a full plate and they just eat like the bacon off of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I liked that one because like they did. I don't even remember what they ate. One of them just sat and ate fruit the whole time.
Yeah.
Like he got all you could eat fruit.
Yep, pretty much.
That makes you feel a little better when you're on vacation and they're living off of like French fries and chicken nuggets.
Yeah, definitely.
We did.
I think out of those, my favorite is probably Whispering Canyon.
I was gonna say that's the other all you can eat.
Yeah.
Our kids didn't love that.
No.
They didn't love the like interaction. The food was fine.
Yeah, they didn't like the shtick of it.
Yeah, that one. That's good. If you have like older kids, it'd be good.
Yeah. I also would say I liked the bread service at Sanaa at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
I'm not an adventurous eater, so
did you try it?
We did it. Bread. It's like at the Sanaa at Animal Kingdom. One of their like big things is a bread service with like 4 pieces of naan bread and like 10 different dipping.
Mm-hmm.
They're not sauces. Like, what would you call it? Like,
spreads.
Yeah. Like 10 different spreads. And I'm not a adventurous eater, so like there was just like a plain naan and like garlic, and there's 4 different kinds. So some of them were okay.
Yeah, and they range from like spicy to completely mild, and yeah, some of them were great.
Yeah.
Some of them
as someone like you that likes trying foods, like yeah, you probably did like it. Wasn't me.
It was not for you.
And I think that like the restaurant itself is all like African cuisines.
Yeah.
So like unless you have adventurous eaters, it's probably not the place you want to go.
Definitely. As far as recreation goes at the deluxe resorts, there's many different things you can do. You've got the boats that you can take out. If you're staying on the Magic Kingdom resorts, you've got, you can go horseback riding if you're staying at Fort Wilderness, or if you want to go to Fort Wilderness.
The boardwalk itself, that resort has a whole boardwalk you can go on. Mm-hmm. And I'm told that there's games occasionally, but I think I've only ever seen the like carnival games open one time.
Yeah.
But they have,
me too,
like, along the boardwalk, they have a lot of different places you can stop and eat too.
Yeah.
And some bars and stuff.
And they have like street performers and stuff like that too when it gets dark. I've only seen that once. So hopefully they still do it.
I feel like when I went by myself, I saw the like games and stuff open.
Yeah. And
there's like 2 games, I think.
Yeah. Animal Kingdom Lodge, you can go out on the safari. I believe you can get a private tour there. I'm trying to think of what other recreational things you can do.
They all have the pool and they have like super fun slides.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's still just a step up from your moderate resorts.
Your Magic Kingdom resorts, you can watch the fireworks from the Contemporary, from the dock at the Grand Floridian, the beach at the Polynesian, also the dock at Fort Wilderness. And
they pipe in the music for those resorts too.
Yeah. And if you have a theme park facing room, they can pipe in the music to your room as well.
Can you request that, or is it just like a luck of the draw?
The theme park view? You have to request it. It's like a tier.
But like, could I pay extra and be promised one, or is it like when you make a request for like a first floor?
No, it's like a standard preferred, like you're paying for a park view room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I could see how that's worth it. That would be cool. Like a once in a lifetime kind of thing. I would do that.
Yeah, definitely.
They've also
go ahead.
Not to go back. When we stayed at Caribbean Beach, we were close enough to hear the fireworks at Epcot, I think. And that can be annoying after a while. I could only imagine, like, thinking of how close we were when we went to Contemporary and watched fireworks one night. Like, you can hear that stuff. So it could be pretty annoying if you have, like, a baby you're trying to get to sleep and there's fireworks every single night.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was kind of loud and annoying.
Yeah. Like, I only remember, like, once or twice, like, actually hearing them. If you're a heavy sleeper, it's not an issue, but, like, you might think about that.
I completely forgot about that, yeah. Yeah, that's really all as far as recreation goes. They all have their own gym as well, so if you are an avid get up and work out before you go to the park, because that's not a workout enough for you, they have a gym as well.
I don't know if it's just Contemporary. I thought it was other ones too. We painted the castles there, and I feel like they have the, like, some of them have painting, like, I've seen TikToks of them, like, painting, like, mosaic things.
Yeah, we thought about doing the painting one at Wilderness Lodge, where you could paint your own sign.
Yeah, there's some random, and it's, like, at random times. It's very, like, weirdly orchestrated.
But it's there.
The castle one we painted on our honeymoon was really cool.
Yeah, like, I really like that.
We got to go up to California Grill at Contemporary, and, like, we went out on the little bridge and took pictures. Like, it was cool. It was just, like, you had to call to make a reservation, and it was only, like, 15 people at a time or something. And
only on certain days of the week.
Yeah, you could only go on certain days.
You could take your own booze, though. That was nice.
Yeah. It was really cheap. Like,
it was $50, I think.
Yeah, like $25 each for like, we painted a ceramic castle. They glazed it and fired it for us, and, like, it's not like a nightlight, but, like, there was a light inside it. We could use, I don't know, for $25 at Disney. That was worth it. Yeah, and it was something to do it was literally Labor Day when we did it, so we're like, oh, we'll do that on Labor Day instead of going to the Park Center pack. You said Labor Day. I was waiting for that. So yeah, that's recreation at the deluxe resorts. Something else that, deluxe resorts offer that not any of the other tiers offer is just more perks. You have the closeness of the theme parks in general as a perk. Almost all of them have 2 modes of transportation, or you could literally walk to a park. Yeah, definitely. There's another one that I was going to say, now I forget. They have a lot more dining options. Yeah. It was the dining options that I was going to say. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. For that. That's why I'm here. Yeah. Boom. It's gone. It is goodbye. Okay. Yep. I do like the beach situation at Old Key West, Yacht and Beach Club, and the Polynesian. I do think that's really cool too. The beach? Yeah. There's a beach at all of them. I know when I stayed at the beach club, me and my friend's brother, like, after a park day, we'd just go sit on the beach and hang out for, like, an hour and just, like, de-stress from the day. I feel like it's more so sand as opposed, like, a beach means you could get in the water. You don't want to get in that water. There's a lake and, like, sand around the lake that you could sit in, like, hammocks. When I went to Old Key West for my Olivia's reservation, I got there super early and I tried walking around to find like beach access and I could not find it anywhere.
Really?
Like
It's back at the boat launch to Disney Springs.
Then it must not be towards like the front of the park or of the resort. Because I walked one way out of the building is like just to the rooms, like I don't know what the resort rooms essentially, and the other way took me like around the pool, and there was like a volleyball court, so like you could play in the sand there, but like there were some chairs scattered around. I could not find just like beach to a lake area.
You poor thing. Oh, they have the beach at Caribbean Beach too. I didn't think about that. So yeah, that is my recommendations as far as deluxe resorts. Which one's your favorite? Deluxe resort.
I think maybe the Polynesian, theming wise. That one feels either Polynesian or Boardwalk. I like how the Boardwalk is so close to everything, but I really like the theming of the Polynesian.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I've always loved the Polynesian, so I'm trying to like scale it back and have more options for myself. So I think I'd go Wilderness Lodge. I've wanted to stay there for a while now.
I've wanted to stay at Animal Kingdom Lodge, specifically a Savannah View room, but I also fear that we would pay all that money and not see animals.
Let's see a single animal.
You didn't talk about any of the villas.
Oh, all the deluxe resorts have villas.
I didn't know all of them did.
I think all of them do. Yeah, the Polynesian has the bungalows out on the water, which supposedly people stay in. I've never seen it happen. The Contemporary has villas. The Grand does. I don't think the Riviera does. The Wilderness Lodge has cabins. They have the cabins at Boulder Creek and the cabins at Copper Creek, I believe. Boulder Ridge and Copper Creek, I'm sorry. Yacht and Beach Club have DVC villas as well. Those are super nice. Boardwalk has villas. Old Key West, I don't know. Saratoga Springs doesn't have villas, but it has the Treehouse villas. And then Animal Kingdom Lodge has two different like locations, I guess. They have Jumbo House and I really needed you on this. Kidani Village. The more you know.
Are one of those villas, or are they just two separate locations?
I think they have... No, I don't think they're villas. I think they're just 1 2-bedroom suites.
Those are like... you can correct me if I'm wrong, but those are like independent houses, essentially.
Yeah.
Like that's where you're going to have like 2 and 3 bedroom. Like you're not going to hear your neighbors across the wall.
You get your own patio.
Yeah, the bungalows at Poly have like a hot tub.
So do the ones at the Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah. Like those are top of the line places if you don't really want to be on vacation.
Yeah.
It's for the dads that are like, I hate Disney, I don't want to be here. You'd say, well, look at how nice this room is.
Look at this grill.
Yeah.
I will say we stayed in a villa at Yacht and Beach Club. It was a 1-bedroom. And then they gave us like an additional adjoining room. So it was like a 1-bedroom. Her brother slept on the pull-out couch. And then we slept in the room next door. And it had a pull-out couch and a bed. So it was like a 2-bedroom situation, but not really.
How many of the... I feel like all the levels have conjoining rooms.
Yeah.
Because when we... At sports, our room was a conjoining room. We just didn't use it.
Mm-hmm.
At Pop, I feel like we were supposed to get a conjoining room.
Mm-hmm. With your parents?
Yeah.
I think we did.
So if you want a conjoining room, I think you could do that at any level.
Yeah. Yeah. Go for it.
More power to you.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do. So yeah, that kind of does it on our resorts overview. As far as selecting your own resort, we always say start with the vibe. What are you feeling? Are you feeling like just being in the parks all day? Great, go for a value. If you think you're gonna spend more time at your resort, maybe enjoy the amenities a little more, that's when you start looking at moderate deluxe options as well. We already talked about all these other things, so I don't think we really need to wrap with any of those things. I honestly just want to close with your favorite. We just talked about our favorite deluxe, but if you could pick a favorite resort at Walt Disney World, what would it be?
You asked me this opening.
Did I?
Yeah, I said Pop Century.
No, you willingly gave that answer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I stand by Pop Century. It has the Skyliner is really convenient. Like, I like that. It has, like, I don't know now. If money wasn't an issue, I would do deluxe. I think the pools are cool. What is the beach club with the super cool slide?
Stormalong Bay.
Yeah. Maybe beach club if money wasn't an issue, but, like, if you're balancing, like,
cost
versus, like,
quality.
Yeah. Anything else?
Nope.
If you're trying to balance, like, the most bang for your buck, I feel like Pop is where you're going to get that. Maybe Art of Animation. If you have a few extra dollars to spend and you have a kid that's, like, obsessed with Lightning McQueen or The Little Mermaid, you can go over there. But for us who don't really care, Pop is better.
Yeah, I think of the resorts we stayed at, my favorite's Caribbean Beach. You already know that, though. I loved Banana Cabana, the pool bar. I love the pool. I'm a Skyliner girly through and through, so I loved having that access to Epcot and Hollywood Studios built into Caribbean Beach, and I just like the rooms in general. Oh, I'm sorry. Out of resorts we haven't stayed at, like I said, I want to stay at Fort Wilderness. I like Geyser Point. I like all the dining they have at Fort Wilderness. The boat access to Magic Kingdom would be super cool as well. So, those are my options. Do you have anything in closing?
I don't think so.
Did we hit it all? Did we cover it?
For Disney World. Are we going to do Disneyland next week?
Maybe. Gabby and I are hopefully planning our first trip to Disneyland. So if anyone has any tips and tricks for Disneyland, drop them in the comments.
Right now.
We plan on booking off-site. Gabby's going to go tend to our crying child. We are hoping to fly into Burbank, but we don't know. And we want to hit all the park time we can. So, any Disneyland tips, we are up for them. I'm going to talk really slowly, and hopefully she can make her way back here. If not, thank you guys for joining us on another great episode of Going Beyond the Castle, where we chatted about resorts. If you'd like to follow us anywhere on social media, head over to beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle. Head to our Patreon, follow us at the $5 level. You'll get bonus content, access to our Discord server. Also, as a last minute closeout, my boss is here and says I have no PTO to use, so I can't go to Disneyland, I guess. I'll just call in sick those days, so it's fine. Rob's here. So my comment about Disneyland, he said I have no PTO to use, so we can't go.
That's a touchy subject.
Beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle. Patreon, $5. GoingBeyondTheCastle.com.
What do you get with your $5?
Bonus content, access to our Discord server, and much more that we're working on. GoingBeyondTheCastle.com/merch gets you t-shirts, phone cases, sweatshirts.
Rapid fire.
I made them all. Spooky t-shirts, spooky sweatshirts.
I need a new phone case.
You should order one. Make sure it doesn't get lost in the mail.
Do I get a discount if I order one?
No.
Okay.
And thank you, Gabrielle, for joining me tonight to talk about resorts.
Anytime. I get to pick the topic next time, though.
Deal. With that being said, thank you guys again. Have a good night, and we will see you guys next week when we go beyond the castle.
Maybe. You're going to cut